5 against. So I don't think that's much of a worry.
Hasn't really played much of a part, has it?
No,
Hasn't affected the win.
I think the
been
wind's
able
gone
to score
that
both
end.
sides, yeah.
Yeah, wins that end, but there's slippery surface down there to work with.
Yeah.
But they're kicking the ball well into it. So,
Colac a 19, but I didn't see what...
St Joey's a plenty.
58 or something.
No, 88.
88,
yeah.
wow.
There it is, it's gone. They're
95.
And just a quick congratulations to Thompson taking out the A grade in the netball. Well done to those
Yeah,
guys.
we love netball.
Oh, big year for Thompson. Shannon Leach won the Webb medal, Grubby.
Big win over Werribee Centrals.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be disappointed, Grub.
Yeah, I'm shattered.
Start of the final term.
Absolutely shattered.
12-2-74, Bell Post still. They lead in Belize 7-7-49. Umpire Ganachia has the ball in hand, and he holds it aloft. At the start of the final term, James Hybens and Ren Lovett in the ruck. Hybens gets it down, tries to do his own roving work as well. Mays is in there fighting hard for it. He does get it out. He extracts it and gets the handball out to Meehan. Little left foot kick to Best. Wants to play on. Does. Wheels around. Point of the centre square at half forward. Goes into Kennedy. Hunt comes out. Addy right next to him. Comes out back towards Lentini at half back. Picks it up. Oh, gets away somehow from Bowman and gets the 1-2 with Yates and breaks free and gets it away to Baseley. He handballs it to Fantella. Stops, waits, props, goes on the right foot, measures it nicely. And Lentini takes it in the middle of the ground. He got Burke out further.
Oh, danger!
Set it up, though. Groz came at it. And it was Mick Groz who gets it now. Right foot kick high. Lima has to stand and wait. Oh, he should have taken the mark too. Hutchinson comes at pace. Handball to Walsh a long way up. 55 out. Kennedy Hunt into the pocket against Addy. It's on the ground. Kennedy Hunt picks it up and then falls over on the top of it. Needs to get rid of it and does. Addy kept his feet. Then he fell over. He got some support as well. And they always got an extra. And Fantella's the third in. And he goes to kick towards Baseley. Goes up. Does nicely. Barlow tried to keep it in. Now it's out. And it will be a throw-in right in front of our commentary position at half forward for a throw-in. Nacho's been a byplay with the crowd, I think.
Yeah, and it looks like Walsh has gone forward permanently down there now.
So throw-in. Hybens and Lovett. Oh. Yates wasn't allowed to touch it.
He's not allowed to touch it.
Did he touch it, though? I don't think he touched it, did he? He got out of the way of it.
Seriously, you can't play that. He hasn't even tried to play at the ball.
Turn it up, Nachos. How do you pay that? He tried to get out of the way of it.
So Hybens has got it centre wing. Sorry to our viewers on Channel 31 with Grubby yelling, but anyway.
It's all right. Vasily's gardening's coming on later.
Good. Ball off the back of the pack. Cations at half forward. Through. Kick around the corner by Mick Groz. Close to the boundary line. Out of bounds on the full. And Bell Post still will take the free kick. Cam Addy will have it in the back pocket. 2 minutes played final term. No addition to the score. Bell Post still 12-2-74. Inverleigh 7-7-49.
Ball across the goals. It goes to Lima. They make space very nicely. And it outside now. It goes to Gray. Gray can look back inside. He has Rabbit, but I don't think he'll come there. Fantella's also an option, so along the line he will go. And it's going to be long towards centre wing. Going across his Yates. He's up. And doesn't quite take the mark. The ball is knocked over the boundary line, so it'll be thrown in just forward of centre wing. And then still in Inverleigh's attacking end of the ground.
I can't believe he played that. From such a real good I suppose everyone makes a mistake, but by crikey. But they've done a good job.
If he had to play that, fair enough. But he tried to duck
He tried to duck out the way, but it hit him. He didn't play at it.
So the ball thrown back in by the umpire. Hybens goes and collects it, and again at ground level he goes back and does some nice work. The ball comes out in the contest. Lentini head over the contest. It's underneath him now. Grundle's over the top. Nacho circling, and he comes in. This time he will have a ball up. Far side of the ground, centre wing. If we make $1 for every time we said that, I reckon we'd be going all right.
You're going all right anyway.
Yeah, ball here. Just got half your pace, so that's all right. So, ball out the back, ends up in the hand of, I'm not too sure what it is, but it's Best over the top. And Bell Post still again can play this for 30 minutes if they want to.
What are you going to do with the $8.50?
Get a taxi back to my car. That's how far at the park away. Ball thrown up to the umpire. Hybens knocks it down, running onto the ball. Meehan can't take it cleanly. Best there. Also Lima. Lima's the one that emerges with the ball, comes out of the contest, chips the ball up over the top, goes towards Barlow on centre wing, but it runs over the boundary line and it's out of bounds. The foot says the umpire. So Dan Groz now playing at centre back with Walsh going forward. And he will take the ball from centre wing. So Dan Gros goes in towards the half-forward line. Walsh comes up and presents. Ball comes out the back of the contest. Handball goes over the top. Goes to Mick Gros. Gets out of trouble. Goes back on his right foot. Smothered by Sulik. Picked up by Meehan. He's taken in a tackle. Ball sits in contest. Not coming out. Umpire in quickly once again. And another ball up to take place just outside forward 50.
Just got a message. Great work, boys. That's from Winchelsea midfielder Clinton Place, who's listening from a train from Venice, Italy to Florence. There you go.
So the ball tipped out and it goes towards the boundary line. It's Best that picks the ball up. Got the handball away. Man, a little short hands goes towards Mays, but unfortunately the ball goes back over the boundary line. So at the 4.5, nearly 5-minute mark of this final quarter, Smith's Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, it is Belpo still at 12-12, Inverleigh on 7-7.
Costing $55 for the phone call.
Boundary throw in. Love it. Gets it down to the side. Not much of a footballer if he's gone on end of season trips already to Italy.
Didn't get his best club person trophy last week either.
Handball comes up. It's on centre wing. Fighting hard for it. Is that a punt? The umpire said throw. No, what did he say? He paid something.
Played in the
a
back.
push.
He played in the back. He
Bowman.
dived forward. He dived forward and he fell in the back of him.
So Ben Bowman's got it centre wing out of side for Inverleigh. Chips the ball along the line. Short kick's okay. Mays takes it. He gets over the top. Urquhart. Pushed Hamer past the footy and into the fence as well. He's okay. And a throw in between wing and half forward. 6 played final term. Still 25 points the difference. Boundary throw in. Love it. Left fist. Gains about 35 metres with the ball. It's out of bounds for a throw in. Centre wing. Out of side. Love it. And Hybens work their way down for the ruck contest. Hybens gets it to the side, does his own roving work on hands and knees, over the shoulder, said the umpire.
Jeez.
Handballs it away quickly. Meehan runs on, plays on at centre wing, goes with a kick towards half forward, past Barton, Zulix is there. Handball doesn't come out. Now it's a foot race back inside 50. Cations kick off the ground. Kennedy hunting Addy into the pocket. Addy leads in the race of the footy. Push past the football though. Mays kick around the corner.
Here's a go.
If it sits, it's okay.
Yes.
And they kick a goal. So, is that Logue?
Yep.
So Logue has kicked the goal for Inverleigh. He is first of the afternoon, and the 8th for Inverleigh. They go to 8-7-55, and they trail Belpo still 12-74. Smith's Holden Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes played.
Well, they had the players running into goal everywhere. All they had to do was get the ball, and it looked like Cam Addy was going to clear it, but the body work from Jack Kennedy Hunt just pushed him off the ball a bit, and he had a little bit of help. And of course, when they were running open goal, they could have raffled it. Taken them a while to get that goal, but now they've got to get a couple in a hurry.
So back with the umpire, middle of the ground. And Hybens is back in there, working pretty hard for the Inverleigh side. Over the top, ball comes to ground, cleared away. Hutchison out of the contest, runs, takes a bounce, goes quickly.
Oh, that's a
That could be
report.
And
You're not allowed to do that, I don't think.
Well,
And that-
you're right. Look at this.
I think it's a report. It's an
Umpire Josh
intentional
James.
trip. But don't worry about the intentional trip, which probably will be a 50-metre penalty as well. I think Hutchie's hurt.
Yep.
I think Hutchie might have hurt his leg in the process. So serious ramifications here. I think if it's a report, it possibly should be a 50-metre penalty.
We'll soon find out, Grub. No, it doesn't look like it's
No,
taken further
it's
down
not
the
going to
field.
be by the looks of it. I know that used to be the rule, but I'm not quite sure if that rule's still in.
So Hutchison with the free kick. He has to leave the ground, but he can be replaced, can't
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He's
Yep.
got-
So he will come from the ground. And coming back in, Mitchy Gavin. So Hutchison now with the ball. He seems to have settled himself now. Hutchison's foot seems to be okay. So Hutchison now to put Inverleigh back into attack. He's looking for some options. And the movement, he's waiting for Jack to move, I think. He's going to move now. He's got the ball. I'm not too sure.
Well, no, the umpire hasn't blown time on. That's why he couldn't kick it.
So that's right. So there you go. So we were all wrong here. So it's Hutchison now with the ball. Asked to play on by the umpire. Low and flat. Goes towards Best. Can't take the mark. But at the back of the contest. Ball underneath. Again, umpire circles. Stands back and says it's going to be his. So he will come in and bounce the ball.
Tell you what, the blokes that are in the Inverleigh back line now really have to stand up. You got Best down the forward line, Walsh down there.
So the ruck contest, pick goes up and it's cleared away by Fantello. He goes back towards centre wing, going back. Barlow can't take the mark. Has Costello there. Also de Blasio. He hands the ball over, goes back to Welve. Welve has a player outside. That's Joel Page. Page looks up, goes into the half forward line. Ettridge just protects the space nicely, turns his player around, but Nagaville has done nicely. Picked the ball up and then put it down.
He's in trouble
He pinned
now.
his hand, so it's a free kick going Bell Post Hill way. Bell Post Hill through Ettridge. They go quickly into the forward line. Over the back. Costello. I think he's plucked it out of the hands there. He's been paid the mark, so Nick Costello with the ball. And again, I reckon right on range here for Nick Costello. Wouldn't want to be any further out. So Nick Costello to settle things down for Bell Post Hill. You can say they're lucky they've kicked accurately today, 12-2. They've had one less scoring shot than in the league.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call it luck.
Good
Good
management.
kick, good kick, and good
management.
football. Don't you worry about that.
That's the where it comes. So Nick Costello, he's yet to trouble a score. What is he? No, he's got one.
No, he got one early.
That's right, he did too. So he lines up, he goes low, and he goes towards goal.
It's at
and
the
I think
post,
they
I
like
think, is it?
It has.
Goal.
Goal.
So
How
Nick
about
Costello has now got his second goal of the afternoon and the 13th for Bell Post Hill. They're 13 goals, 2. They lead Inverleigh on 8 goals, 7. Final quarter, Smith Holden, Bludgerzooki, final quarter scoreboard.
He hasn't played a great game, Nick Costello, and he is never best on the ground, but he just seems to kick those goals when you need him most, and they really needed that. Inverleigh were coming home pretty hard, and they've just given him that extra little breathing space. But, don't know, it might have made it a bit tough.
Well, I keep saying Ettridge, 6 goals from 11 kicks. Costello, 2 kicks, 2 goals.
He's only had 2 kicks.
And 1 handball.
Well, there you go.
So back to the middle.
Quality over quantity.
Love it. Hybens. Love it. Gets it down. Gavin ropes it. Handballs it away to Fantella. Under pressure. Got the kick away. Burke. Yeah, he actually pushed Best part under the footy there.
Both umpires put their hand
Yeah,
on
they
him.
did. So Best takes the free kick at half-back for Inverleigh. Gives it away quickly. And Perrett's got it. Goes towards centre wing with the kick. Dalton Grundle comes back in. Takes the mark.
He's all right done, young Dalton.
Yeah, he has.
Looks like Dan Groz has got Jake Barlow now.
So now Grundle goes outboard. Ball, handball over the top. Meehan running past. Oh, got away somehow in the end. And needed some support. Bowman handball to Cations. 55 out. Doesn't sit for him. Doesn't sit for him again.
Come
Doesn't
on,
sit for
Billy
him
boy,
again.
pick it up, son.
Sees it over the line for a throw in. 45 around from their goal.
Do you put Kennedy Hunt at half forward?
No,
No.
I'm not quite sure he's got the run in his legs to go out there. I think he has to stay where he is.
So boundary throw in. Lovett gets it down. Umpire said a push in the back. Going to be a free kick to Inverleigh. Hutchinson's got it. 55 out from goal. Kennedy Hunt, half a lead. Addy right next to him. Tries to create the space. Ball back towards Muir. Over his head. Zulix comes at it as well. Now Filet. Fresh air shot with the left foot. Picking it up though. Zulix chips the ball over the top to Rabbis. Takes the mark. Can he get away from Grundle? No, he can't. Great
what
tackle.
a magnificent
Dalton Grundle.
tackle, Dalton Grundle on a speedster. Fantastic football.
And
Lift it.
Kicks the ball out wide. It's okay. They got control of the footy. Perrott, left foot kick around the corner towards Best. Had it, lost it, got it. Back, took the mark. Left half forward. Chips the ball over the top. No mark taken by Logue. Leaves it in the end for Hutchinson. Wrapped up by 2. Dropped the footy. Umpire said play on. Barton's handball was okay. Burke got it outboard. Quick kick around the corner. Well, nice. And they've got it out now. Gavin's got it at half back. Goes along the line. Lead up from Ettridge. Nankivell behind him. Can't quite take the mark. Off hands and out of bounds on centre wing for a throw in.
Things like that, they should lift sides. They should really, like, I don't know if you remember Warren Foley running the wrong way one year. It won the game for him. And things like that, they've got to lift now.
So throw in. Neither ruckman get an effective tap there. Front and centre was Rabbis. Kick around the corner. Gavin runs back with it. And also there was Bowman off hands. And out of bounds for a throw in. So we played 13 and a half minutes in the final term. Bell Post still 13-280 they lead. Inverleigh 8-7-55.
So thrown back in by the umpire, far side of the ground. Hybens brings the ball down again. Inverleigh with the clearance. And Mays just a little boot on ball, going towards centre wing. He goes and slides in. Lima over the top of him. Umpire gets the ball, sees it comes out, so he allows play to run. Picked up there by Urquhart. He goes back into the half-forward line for the Bell Post Hill side, but standing on the road is Lockie Perrott. So Lock Perrott now is just looking to where his options are, and he's going back where the ball came from. Barton from behind, able to get the ball away at front of the contest, picked up by Meehan. Can he get the handball away? No, he can't. We did, but the ball stayed in the field of play. Players now wait, and umpire says must have been a high contact, was it? And a free kick goes to Timmy Barton. So Barton has the ball on defensive side of centre wing. He goes back inside the middle of the ground. Kick was good, low and hard, and found Martineau. So Nick Martineau comes across the ground, and the old team are back in there. Lima takes possession of the ball low in hot possession. Kick goes towards centre wing. Coming up with Soldic, got boot the ball, got it to Logue, went back to Soldic. He taps the ball further afield. Fantella leads in the race for the ball, taps it back towards Wells. Unfortunately, there's a free kick being given. And it must have been over in the back.
Hold.
Fantella, was it?
Hold.
So Adrian Fantella is going to win possession of the ball. A little chip up over the top, and Sulix, he likes this time of the year as well.
Yeah,
He
he's
gets
been
plenty of
good,
it.
Sulix.
He's got the ball, and he's on the defensive side of centre wing. Asked to play on now by the umpire. The short chip game goes over the top. They've still got players further afield. Martineau, they look around, they run from space. He goes longer. The option is Barlow, and he can't take the mark, but he's got some support there. He can't pick the ball up. Picked up there, Best. He's tackled, brought to ground, picked up, goes out the back towards Groz. In the hands of Hamer, now to Cations. Runs from centre wing, looks up. Goes long, and he changed his mind, went short. Bell Post still come at it, but it's Mick Groz that goes through the contest. Can't get boot to ball, picked up well, pushed in the back. Free kick in Inverleigh. So this time Mick Groz wins the free kick.
I think just let it flow, boys. The Tiggy Touchwood's out the window. Let it flow.
So a lot of players now starting to feel the heavy service, I would think. He goes to centre half forward. Kennedy Hunt comes out.
Oh, Barlow, that was fantastic.
Those players go at the ball. Hybens picks up, goes to Cations in the square. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Ball is tapped through for a minor score.
I think he might have hurt himself, Kennedy Hunt.
8-8 now to Inverleigh. 13-2 Bell Post Hill. And
Now he's in the 50-metre mark
have to
again.
wait, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Gee. And look, for one of the few times, I suppose, he had Camati beaten there, and Barlow just got his body in the way. He could have been hurt too. It was courageous football from both players, and now it looks like Jack Kennedy Hunt is hurt. Hopefully not too badly.
You can see Cam Addy just at the bottom of your screen a second ago. Did have his hands in his head in a bit of pain, but he's telling the trainer, don't worry about it. Let's just reassess and do what we have to do. But this is no way for Jack Kennedy Hunt to end the season. As I keep saying, 110 goals from 16 games, 23 votes in the Whitley medal. Team of the year full forward.
Well, we call for
Stretcher.
Well, I thought they might as soon as he hit the deck, because he never even moved around. He just hit the deck and stayed there. And what has been an absolutely miraculous season for a wonderful player is going to end pretty badly.
Well,
I should say pretty sadly.
Well, you compare it to James Chandler in the penultimate round, really. 2 great seasons ending in a stretcher, which is not what you want.
Yeah, I
Seems to be
wouldn't,
all
I
right.
wouldn't
He's
compare
getting
them
himself up
to
now.
for 1 second.
Does he have to go off on the stretcher if
I
it's
think
on the
once you call
ground?
for it, I think
Yeah. Let's hope.
Well, and if he goes off on it,
He's
that's the last you'll see of him. Even if
He's
he
up.
is okay, he won't be coming back. I don't think he has to go off on
Okay,
it.
that's all right.
But if he does, he can't come back for the rest of the game at the 17-minute mark. I think you're off for 20 at least. So, walk him off. Who knows? Bit of spray.
The magic spray.
Magic spray.
Magic spray.
Bit of a cortisone and that. Because if they do kick a couple of goals, he might be needed just to stand there in the last few minutes. Who knows?
What about the pickle juice that Geelong boys are using last?
Needs a bit of pickle juice.
That'll work.
That's pretty much for cramp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to give us salt tablets. Probably that's the worst thing you could ever give. Everyone's had heart attacks and everything from them things.
Badly
Good thing
winded, you reckon?
He's definitely taking the wind out of his sails.
Yeah.
Well, it looked a lot worse than that.
Yeah, it
So,
did,
look,
yeah,
I
absolutely.
tell you what, we're pretty happy here that it's not as bad as first thought.
Mick Groz also coming off. Blake Hutchison looks to return to the field, as does Hamish Bennett.
I think they're just waiting for him to leave the ground now. He's off.
Yeah. Which I don't know why, because if you don't go off on
No
the
blood
stretcher
rule.
or no blood rule, it should be continuance of play.
Well, it is now. Lima kicks it in, goes towards Lentini outside 50. Yates is there as well. Ball back towards Lentini, across 50. In fact, it's Martinu there, got it, and gave it away to Zulix. Goes to the left foot, back to the middle. Gavin has to sit and wait for it, try to tap it back towards Rabbis. Now then Lentini, handball to Merrick. His handball was good to Rabbis. Gets around, goes on the left now with a kick. Good kick too, and a good mark by Joel Page. And he will shoot for goal from 45 out. Slight angle.
Last year, Pagey, do you think?
No, he'll
Well,
just spend the first half season.
Yeah, I was going to say, they just come and play 8
If you
games.
do that, you can play till you're 63.
Yeah. Come back, 5 rounds to go.
Yeah.
I spoke to Travis
Play 8
Thurston
games.
in the rooms. He's done.
He's finished.
He'll play twos, but
Yeah.
he's done for seniors.
So Page comes in. He's kicked 1 this afternoon. This to make the margin 30 points. Comes in. Right foot kick
Oh, what a
straight
beautiful
through the
kick.
middle. Joel Page puts his second on the board. And the 14th for Bellpost Hill. They go to 14-2-86. They lead in Billy 8-8-56. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard.
Well, unfortunately, I think you can go and find a dress, put it on Big Dick Philpott, because the fat lady's going to sing, I reckon. I don't think they can come back from here. They've been valiant. They've tried everything they possibly could. I think they probably went in with a couple of injuries, which we believe you probably shouldn't do that. But then you compare with what else would have went in, and they might have been even further behind. They've taken the risk, and it hasn't come about. I don't think Hutchie's 100%. Now Dan Groz is not too good.
Oh, even Dean Muir was.
Muir, another one.
So back in the middle we go. Hybers again knocks the ball forward, tries to get his own ball, and the umpire said there's a high tackle, and it's going to come back to Gavin. So he will take the ball, and he's in the centre of the ground. So he loads up now, and he goes long into the forward line. Going across there, Barlow has been good for the afternoon at ground level. Hutchison taps the ball along the ground, went towards Soldic. The weight of numbers is with the Bellpost still. They come back inboard, and Barlow going back. Nice kick, Sulix, and Jakey Barlow is going to go back and try and kick goal number 2 for himself. And when you tick towards 21 minutes with this lead, it becomes a little bit easier, and you start to enjoy your football a bit more, I think, Grub, don't you?
Oh, well, you do, because all that tenseness that's around in a grand final has all dissipated. It's just gone. And now, as you say, you can sit back, enjoy yourself. The pressure's gone.
So Barlow steps in, kicks it goal. Looks nice off the boot. Will it hold its line? Yes, it will. Jakey Barlow has his second goal of the afternoon, and the 15th now for Bellpost Hill. They move to 15-2. And Inverleigh are on 8 goals, 8. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard.
And I think all the resistance is just about gone. And they gave it their best shot, but the resistance is gone. And I still conclude that the rest they got from that second semi-final is just hold them in too good a stead. I always thought the only way to beat Bellpost Hill here today was if they had to fight their way through the preliminary. And they didn't. We thought they were when they got 10 points down. But they deserve the rest. They deserve the premiership, and they are the greatest of all time.
Back to the middle. Hybens and Merrick go up. Merrick gets a second tap to it. Off half back, Grundle. Handball away. Over the top from Meehan. Oh, free kick, was it? Too high?
Just a tad, I
Just a
reckon.
tad too high. And Mays will take the free kick. Oh. And Fitty, is it? No, just setting the mark again. Jack Yates stands it. So Mays has got it. Centre wing on the outer side. Plays on short little kick to Cations in the middle. Oh. Paid the mark. Jack Yates was a bit fervent on the tackle there, but holds it up now. Goes with a kick. Turnover though. And Lentini takes it at centre half back for Bellpost Hill. So the Sting's gone out of the game now.
Get the votes ready, boys. 3-2-1 from everyone.
Tough, I reckon. Lentini goes to the outer side with a kick. Barton can't take the mark over his head. Goes back there and runs past him and Meehan. And out of bounds for a boundary throw in centre wing on the outer side. So throw in 23 and a half played, final term. Bell Post Hill going to make it 4 in a row, 6 out of the last 7?
7 out of the last 8.
7 out of the last 8. Amazing.
10 grand finals in a row.
Man. Now off the back, Lentini goes towards half forward, falls towards Barlow. Perrott gets around. Oh, a nice little bit of candy, and then nowhere to go, so he gives the handball back. And they run away. Dan Gross runs away from half back. He goes and switches the ball to Drew. Takes the mark on centre wing. Plays on now. Goes towards half forward. Bowman goes and takes the mark. At half forward for Inverleigh. Chips the ball towards Bennett, who comes out. Takes the mark. Handballs it away to Best. Addy bears down on him. He gets the kick into the pocket. Walsh comes up. Can he take the mark? No touch, said the umpire. Boundary throw in. Right forward pocket, Inverleigh into attack. They're down 8-8-56. Bell Post Hill 15-2-92. Andrew throw in. Bennett going to do the ruck work against Addy, I think. Thrown in. Bennett gets it down nicely. Around the corner, Logue. And punched through by Urquhart for a rush behind to the Hawks. So they go to 8-9-57. Trail Bell Post Hill 15-2-92. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes played.
So Lima has the ball, full-back position, kicks out. Effective kick there, Alex. No, it wasn't. It was an interception there by Glenn. He chips the ball back towards the big fellow in Bennett, and he takes the mark. Has a running player, goes to Soldic. Soldic round the body, kicks towards goal. And Ryan Soldic kicks a goal for Inverleigh, his second of the afternoon. And the ninth for Inverleigh. They move to 9-9. But they trail Bell Post Hill 15 goals to Smith Holden Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
He's been a bit of a fine Soldic. He hasn't done a lot for over the 4 quarters, but a couple of the things he's done has been pretty good. And along with blokes like Hamish Bennett, I think he's only young too, Alex, isn't he? The big fella Grundle's only 22 or 23 years old. They've got a lot of good group of kids here, and obviously they're going to have to reform. Look, I think they need another player. We all thought it was going to be a close grand final. Maybe they don't need another player. Maybe if they all just played better today, they'd be right up there.
Well, but maybe if they had the rest, we could flip
well, they needed the rest,
over.
but that's, as I say, when you compare him against this mob, just one more player, maybe even a fit Jack Kennedy Hunt, because I just don't think he was. But they're not far away, and they've got a good future.
Back in the middle, Hybens, Merrick. Merrick gets it down. Kick off the ground by Grundle. From half back, goes towards centre wing. Martin gets across there first, handballs it on the up to Urquhart. Goes around the corner with a kick towards half forward, but pretty wide and out of bounds on the full. So free kick to Inverleigh. 26 and a half played, final term. Drew has the kick back in. Grundle holds the ball up at half back. So the kick in board. Oh, Mick Groz got a push, tap, whatever you want. Free kick. So switch it towards de Blasio, just inside the centre square at half forward. Tries to drill it back towards Hutchinson. It's a good kick and takes the mark. And it's 55 out from goal. Directly in front. Goes back on the mark. And goes for the pass. Might be okay towards Logue. He wheels around on the left. Goes towards the square, but Cam Addy won't give him any cheap ones. And he takes the mark. The last line of defence.
A lot of the pressure's come off Cam Addy too.
Yes,
now.
yes. He chips the ball down the middle. It's a good kick to Burke. Takes the mark. Defensive 50. Sideways to Zulix. He's got Page. He's got Gavin. Where's he go? He goes to Page at half back. Page now plays on from half back down the line towards centre wing. Grundle comes across. Takes the mark over the top. Gives it away. Perrott. Blind turds himself. Gives it back to Grundle. Oh, a bit of candy from Dalton. Does nicely. Kick right foot inside 50. To nobody in particular. Getting back there is Gray. Under pressure. Handball over the top to Zulix. Gets around towards Addy. Close to the boundary line. Beautifully feigned to get it over the boundary line.
This has never been harder for me to pick votes.
And it will be a throw in. 9-9-63 Inverleigh, 15-2-92 Bell Post Hill, 28 and a half played final term.
So ball will be thrown back in by the umpire. Bennett, front position. Addy from behind. Martin Yu takes it, gives it to Merrick. Merrick across the ground has Rabbis in a bit of space, but the ball travels beyond him, and now Drew goes back and collects it, left it behind, but he's got a good recovery. He's got support now in Filet. He arrives and leaves the ball behind, unfortunately. Rabbis picks it up, goes to Ettridge. Ettridge round the body and puts Basely into space.
They're everywhere.
So Basely is there. Can he pick the ball up cleanly? Yes, he does. Page has moved forward for him. Went back inside, went towards Yates, but it's been intercepted there. Picked up by Million now for Inverleigh, goes back the other way. A tired-looking kick, and only as far as Ettridge. Page still stands in the forward line. He goes in that direction now. Ball is up, spoiled from behind by Grozdanowski. Back to Basely. Took the tackle high, then chipped up over the top. Oh, Barlow in space. Can run to the goal square. Can run to the line. Can go bang. And he kicks his third goal of the afternoon. 16 goals to Belpost Hill. 9-9 to Inverleigh. Final quarter, Smith, Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
Well, I reckon I had me 3 and me 2, and I was just trying to find another one. Well, I reckon that might have just snuck him in for one.
Well,
I reckon it might have got him in. Well, I know it's dead time, but it was so close between about 18 players. And because that's the way they play. That's why they're the greatest team. We always said that Inverleigh's individual talent may be a little bit better. But what was that adage? A team of champions
will never
been a champion team, and that's been the day of it again today.
They kicked the footy into the school next door too, so they've had to get the new footy out for the last 25 seconds.
That's just taking him out of the votes for sheer stupidity.
I'll admit, me and Brad Martin have had discussions. He reckons I've been harsh on Jake Barlow. Well, this has been the best game I've seen him play all season.
He went quiet in the middle a little bit. Walsh got a little bit on top of him. But I tell you what, he's just cost the GDFL another football. Take it out of my money.
So Hyman's gets it down from the ruck contest. Best is there. Burke dragged it in. Best there as well. Leg, said the umpire. Free kick to Michael Best in the middle. Chips the ball to half forward. Walsh on a lead. Front and centre was Martin Yu. Oh, beautiful to Gray. Got it away quickly to Rabbis on centre wing. Chipped the ball to Barlow. Goes now with the kick to half forward. Ettridge past him. Drew at the back for Inverleigh. Just turns around, boots it back towards Barlow. Oh, he's making sure he's in grab his mates now.
Gee.
Chips it to Gray. In fact, it's Merrick, who takes the mark at half forward. He chips the ball over the top to Page. He can't take the mark, under pressure. Hawks had the numbers. Meehan on hands and knees, slapped it away. Barlow again, handball to Page. He kicks it high, inside 50. Ettridge has to sit and wade, coming at it. Oh, Gavin, was it?
Great mark.
That was a great mark in the pack.
Oh.
Just turned his body at the right time, and will shoot for goal from 40 out, 45-degree angle. So, 32 minutes played, final term. And it will be Mitch Gavin. Hasn't kicked a goal yet this afternoon. To put the icing on the cake, he comes in. Right foot kick. Goal. So Gavin kicks his first. And that is the 17th for Belpost Hill. Fantastic kicking. 17-2, 104. The Panthers, the Hawks 9-9, 63. Smith, Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
I think it might be time now to turn over to the Flintstones because, as I say, they were game. They were game as Ned Kelly, but they just weren't good enough. Belpost Hill were just too good.
7 days ago, Grubby, I was told that the best two teams were playing on preliminary final day.
Yeah, well, that's that idiot Mitchell again.
I'm not naming names, but
I think he went for Inverleigh by about 7
for
goals
all
or 6
those
goals
that
today.
doubted Belpost Hill year after year, they just keep producing it.
Well, he's the main one. I tell you, if you ever want to do tips, wait till he puts his in, and then tip whatever he doesn't tip, and you'll win it. That's what Smitty did all year, I think.
Back to the middle, Fantella goes towards half forward. Walsh back there. He takes the mark for Inverleigh. Chips the ball towards centre wing. Best in front. Burke from behind. 12, dropped it.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, free kick. So Best on centre wing for Inverleigh. Has the free kick. Chips the ball to Hutchinson. Takes the mark. Wheels, goes. Good kick to Grundle. Runs in 50. Right foot kick. Long towards Addy again. And over his head and through for one behind. So 9-10-60 for the Hawks. Bell post still 17-2, 104, 40 points of difference, 33.5 played final term.
So Lyman now, a little short kick goes short. Stepped out of the
He
line.
stepped
Says
out of the line.
Nachos.
Nachos, come on, mate.
Sense of theatre
No
from
theatre.
Nachos.
So Nachos to bounce the ball or throw it up in the goal square. Bennett and Merrick are both down there. Players go at it. Ball is tapped out. Gray decides to tap it through for another minor score to Inverleigh. So 9-11 to Inverleigh now. 17-2 Bell Post Hill. And Cam Eddy says, this time I'll do it. I'll go short, straight up the middle. And the mark is going to be taken by Gray. He's been good also this afternoon.
And they've had one more shot in Inverleigh.
So Gray not too sure where he's going to go, so he goes backwards to the pocket. Rabbis will make the ground, takes the mark. He's got Addy, he's got Fantella. He'll go to Fantella, so he'll take the mark.
He'll go
There's
to
no
line,
one,
will he?
He's got no one in front of him, so he can run 20 or 30 before he even kicks the ball if he wants to. Called to play on now by the umpire. He goes towards 12. He spoiled from
Siren's gone. And I think they'll just go and get in the car, have a shower, go home.